Yeah, g'day viewers. Ken here, aka Cane Toad. Stone Toad, get it right. Cane Toad. We're on Cattle and Cane here. We've just tried to do 3 live streams and it just keeps cutting out on us, saying it's insufficient and all the rest of that. So I've decided to record this and I'll put it up today. We'll do a half-hour session from now, Caitlin. Yeah, so I'll do a quick gameplay on that, and then we'll throw it up on the computer, so you can actually see what's going on. We lowered the frame rate in that, or whatever it is, whatever you do it to. We lowered it 3 times. Last time we had it on standard, I think it was, and last recording we went back up the max again because it was we thought it was the PlayStation playing up, or it might be the PlayStation playing up. We don't know. But anywho, that's the problem we have. So we started recording here today. So we're doing the corn. We're going to run this paddock next to us here. The strip between the chaffers and this guy stopped again up here. It might be because he's finished, and I think he is. He's just reversing all the way yet. Is that it? That was it. Alright, so we'll chuck a U-bolt. Let him reverse all the way to the end. I'll come and get him in a sec. Take the truck down, park it down the bottom end. Actually, I should park it about here actually. Park it about there, turn the lights off. Switch over to the header. What's he got? He's done. He's done, he's had enough. So we'll go across to this header first and get this thing sorted. There it is. Yes, crop destruction's turned off. Otherwise you would have wrecked it then when I took over. So I've got these planted out with, I think it's barley in that there, oats, barley, can't remember. Could even be wheat. For the straw harvest. But I'll set this guy on the corn and that back here, and then what we'll do is we'll jump over the other ones that are still working from last episode, which I was going to get onto it and get rid of them, but I started making another farm up. I'm waiting for I don't even know if it's released. I haven't even bothered checking. This is the first time I whacked it in today because I was playing Call of the Wild all day yesterday, and a bit last night, and yeah, trying to get me trying to work out the sweet spots with the gun and that. It's a bit hard for me to work it all out. Just to take him down in one shot. This corn texture, this is the one that's going to Stone Valley. Lancy boys actually talked to Apple Paradise, and they said yeah, you can use it. So, and I love this corn texture. It's got like old dried cobs and that we didn't harvest, and the stubble itself. Normally it's just a little stalk for the corn. This is excellent texture. I haven't plowed it all in yet, but I'm actually. Oh, what am I doing? Go across the other one. Here we go. Got this truck down here. So this thing's nearly full. It is full. So I'll race this back to the silo quickly. Going to cut through the crop here, which is lucky we haven't got the crop destruction on. I'm cheating a bit. Look at it, it's growing well though. Look at that. That's my sugar cane. Sugar cane all the way. Nah, I've never done sugar cane on a big map like this. Broad acre stuff. I'm just going to cut through here. It's looking good though, isn't it? looking green in the middle of the sea of gold. Yellow. In case there's people there saying, oh, what's this farm all about? Because they come over because they watched the live stream, or I saw a bit of the live stream last time, or this time, or whatever the case may be. I'll take you for a run around the map in a minute. You know, if we had no unlimited slot space, you'd see, you know, better fencing. I'd do a proper cattle yard, and that's what I want to do. And in this yard stuff, the wooden rails and that. So I'd make my own up out in the paddock, of course. So there's the tracks going straight through here, roughly. That's the manure spreader. You're putting down manure all the way through here. That's that darker texture you'll see before we get the light. There we go. That's where he started off. He's going all the way down the bottom of the map, which is way down yonder. So he's going to keep going that the manure, spreading the manure. I sort of got a cheat in there, so he doesn't have to refill. It's sort of like, yeah. So we'll take all that stuff off later once it's established a bit more, and we've got a more regular running of the place. Excuse me. No, I haven't got COVID-19. I've got emphysema and heart disease. I'm already dead. It's a matter of time. So there we are. There's the harvester, emptying out into a beautiful truck. It's a man truck, in case you haven't seen it. Fridge and everything out of the office. It's even got a man sippy cup. See that? Top stuff. They look after their customers. So anyway, we'll turn this guy off and leave him sitting in the paddock here, and we'll whiz across to he's right. There we go, Mr. Chopper. Chop chop. So these magnums, case magnums, that's for running on this farm. It's so they can do the harvester, that pellet harvester. And basically they can do everything, so, you know. Yeah, they can do the job for sure. Mirrors work, of course, as you can see. Let's take it a little bit wide for the gate. I've got the decorative bow gates there. Let's check on the cattle soon, make sure they're all fed and watered. That should be number one job, but might do some string today. See how quick these things fly, man. It's probably loaded too. There's me the dam down there as well. Oh, where's that one? Hang on, we've lost it. There is it. Can't see it in the other mirror here. Oh, there we go. And pass it all. There was. Just getting the pile. Try to ride up on the pile. Rather than get it. Okay, outside and have a look. Build the wall, build the wall. Build a hole. And it's empty. Yeah, this trailer doesn't hold much really if you look at how quick the dump rate that is, but at the end of the day, it's a lot better than those little runner ones that I got. The lizard ones that were too small. I put them in, loaded them all in, ready for the unload wagon. They're sort of like loading wagons, they load from the front and that. And put them all in, ready to rock and roll. And, nah, too small, way too small. And those bale ones, at least you can connect those together, you know, take them both out in the paddock. Do the bales once it's full, drop that one, connect to the next one, that sort of thing. That's what I wanted to do. And have it, you know, run it back to the farm. Realism, no, realism. But I wanted to do the silage ones like that too. Right, this thing. Yeah. I know there's some down at the power station, but we'll keep on cutting this stuff first. Lower, turn it on. Turn it on? Turn it on. No, straighten this trailer out of it. Yes, traffic's turned off. Yeah, I suppose it's going to take that much. So anywho, let's go to the next one. What have we got? Let's go on, let's go on. The newer spreader. Look at this thing pull. It's 11 miles an hour. You can chuck a U-bolt. Can you make a U-turn? I can make his eyes pop. There we go. There she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. So he's running this line all the way down to the road down there, which is basically, you know, it's better than the end of those trees. The second line back there, you can see the end of the crop there. Before that small paddock, before the tree line, edge of the map. The cane's up there ahead of us, so you can tell how wide this paddock is. That cane, you know, it's going to get roof height now. You're halfway up the cab anyway, so you know it's still a ways off. And this is a big paddock, all broadacre stuff. That's why as soon as I started like playing on this map, I went like I put a dam over in the corner over there as well. I did a little bit of a catchment pond on another map just to see right behind the power station, just to see if it worked, and it looked alright. That dams it. Stop running in my crop. Get off my lawn. Ouch. Get over the corn. So it grows alright in Montana, doesn't it? Show me Montana. Snow, eh? So we don't have snow in Australia. Not much anyway. Although this year we might get it. It's been raining. Last week it was raining for bloody 3 days in a row, which was really cool. Day and night, that is. Welcome back to the 80s. So the times they are changing. Let's go across to here. Yeah, he's waiting. It's the only problem. Oh, this one. How far down is it? A fair way. See, that's why I decided to stop. I thought, oh, hang on, he'll be like getting a fair way down. I was going to go right to the other end, but then I went, oh, better hold up here and find out where he's going. And it's pretty cool. Still pole in the way. a telegraph pole, a power pole, whatever you wish to call it, wherever you're from. Utility pole, I think they call it somewhere else. Stobie pole. Telegraph pole, in other words. That's what she used to be back in the day, telegraph pole. It opened up the big barrel there. So you can see it undulating straight across there. See the dip in that paddock there ahead of us, across the road there. And then in this, is it this one? No, it's cornfield. In the middle of the cornfield, see that massive hole? I was going to make that into a huge dam, but I'm not too skilled at that. I thought that would be a great earth tank, you know, dividing the paddock up into two with the track going down each side. Yeah, it looked good. This guy. It's over. Turn it on. Thank you. So, next strip, and we'll come back. I'll just run this first. You know how existed, isn't it? I know. We're going to plane. The plane. You got a plane? Yeah, okay. I love it on Oakfield Farm. You get on there, often from David's map. I've actually got oak glen going. Couldn't help myself. Had to do it. But yeah, that's the piggery on Oakfield Farm. I've got that as a gameplay. Bit of weeds in there, see that? Yeah, with that that map, as soon as you get on it, it's 3 Spitfires fly over, and they come over every hour in the game. It's like, oh. The problem is I moved down to Oak Glen to start up my small farm there, and then yeah, I don't come down there. It's a bit of a bummer. A bit of a pain actually, because we're late to hear them go over every time. Like I stand there and watch them too. Yep, I love the sound of those speeds. Hey, wartime farming, that's the next one, guys. Come on, there you go. Wartime farming. Oxygen, David. Did you have those beautiful Spitfires flying through? You can have some old army trucks, like those Russian things, since we're getting into 21. Let's do wartime farming. Have all the old implements and stuff like that. And we're doing it for the cause of the war. World War II. Put a bit of history back into these maps. I mean, the history into farming. Where everybody was a farmer, everybody was working for the country. Based in England, since you like those ones and I like those walls. Those wee lanes. You can get a bit more rustic or rough with terrain in that too, because it was a few more dirt roads, your specialties with potholes and stuff like that, rough going. All that stuff can be brought out in 21, mate. All of that stuff can be brought out in 21. That's on PC. Oh yeah. I saw everybody somewhere the other day, manual detach and attaching. They're putting through testing. I don't know if it's for all consoles, I'm pretty sure it is. That's why they're testing it, because it's on PC anyway. But yeah, if they do, then that's another realism thing. You can bring back some of those classic tractors, you know, all those Massey Fergusons. I got them on one of my maps, my dairy farms, on my farm. You got the old Massey Fergusons, they're the ones that feed all the cattle and stuff. Even the old grey one, real slow one, does the feeder. Yeah. And then all the harvesters of those those big black things, what do we call them? Can't remember what they call those harvesters, but yeah, so you can change it to Massey Ferguson red and Massey Ferguson grey. And of course tractors are nearly all grey on that map. Anniversary models and that sort of thing. The old Massey. Fell in love with Massey Ferguson from 17. Yes. First tractor I ever drove was an International. International Harvester. No, it was an International. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the map so far. We're doing corn again, so oh, he's waiting. And Black Sheep Modding is going to be bringing out some really cool tractors with some really cool sounds. See the sun visor blind on the door there? With that little rail that runs on. It's cool. Yes. Nice sounds on tractors and John Deere's. 4440s, can't wait for them to come out. They say it's for all console areas. Like for console users. This is console, by the way. It's PlayStation 4. That's it. That's what I play my games and on PlayStation 4. Because reasons being the computer's gone down. You know, I've got a new computer, but it doesn't take the graphics and that. Can't handle the graphics of this thing. What is going on out here? What do I even do that for? I clicked the other track for some reason. I don't even know why I did it. All I wanted to do was go like that. A few technical difficulties in my brain at the minute too. I'm just using the controller today. I wasn't using a steering wheel. Just to give it a run through. And what is the time? I forget now. So she's filling up quick, isn't she? So I'll reverse this back out the way. Can't even see the manure spreader anymore. That's how far down there it is. And that's the map on the side. And that's the dam I'll put in over there, so we're going to have a look at that in a sec. After I just empty these trucks. And harvesters. Leave that there. This one here will need emptying again soon. Where is it? Yeah, I love this B double combination. Get your more green in. Get your green on. I was watching those Patterson brews, farm bros the other day. That was pretty cool. Doing all the funky, the bovine dance and all of that. It's all about the beef, no kale. Nothing wrong with vegetables. There's nothing to throw on a plate with just a meat. Now you gotta have your 5 veg. I remember when the kids were younger, they always used to count on the plate every night. 5 veg, yep. Sometimes they had more. Meat and veg, you gotta have your meat and veg. We're omnivores. We need everything. You need roughage, you need nuts. You know, you need as much fruit as you can get. Fibre in your diet as well. Keep them teeth grinding. Right, that's it. There. That's got a bit to go. And I was going to do a flyover, wasn't I? So I'll quickly do a flyover because we're nearly at the end of time. Oh, push wrong one, that one there. There. My drone. I love my drone. So we have the workshop to change things over. Stephen the Walker Farm workshop hasn't got a workshop, you know, like an actual workshop to change out tyres and change configuration. These sheds are just like normal shedding. This is the actual hay sheds, but they work well for holding the heads for the headers, the cones and that. I put this fencing and that in myself. Looks sort of alright, but a bit of, as you can see, double lap over. Couldn't line up the post on the post like you can on PC for some reason. But yeah, that's the original flexi coil, which will be used on that back paddock in a minute. Silo system. I love putting these silo systems in all the time. You have to put the big marker in here first, the actual silo itself. Once you place that, then you can place the bins around it. Because the bins won't go down without the main one, whether it's this one or the single one like that, or the little skinny one. You can have a little skinny one and all these big bins behind it if you want. That will still do the same job. These birchy type trees is what I put in everywhere here. Brahman cattle, of course. These cedars, I have to get these cedars because I use, where is he, over here. This thing here, it's absolutely fine with everything that's in it, and that it's the best one to get. It's on every single one of my maps. It's the first thing I put down, but then I have to put down the white ones, the ones from 17 down straight after it, because if you're trying to fill up a Great Plains cedar, well, the dual purpose one, not just the cedar, it's the one with it's just fertilizer. It's backward and forwards. You can drive any way you want. It will just keep saying fertilizer. It will not let you put seed in. So then you go over here to the little ones and you put it in. Bang. Normally I have this thing sitting right next to it. But yeah, that's how frustrating that thing gets. This is another one of the hay sheds that I'm using for open storage shed. Of course, the cultivator the flexi coil should be in here actually. It reverses in between these posts beautifully. The tank, I've got the homemade IBC one there as well for filling up. This is the Mercury Farm. I keep getting Millennial Farm in my head. Mercury Farm pack, which has had the update, by the way. I had all these in before the update, but I knew that's what the update was for. Was just for the pellet straw harvest thing add-on. Yeah, that add-on, by the way, the burner place where you get wood chip burner type thing. I scanned my pellet and that when I took it off the line, we put the thing on it and scanned it and that, but it only said for PC, and then he brought the mod out for all forms, which was good. I tried the old generic one from the game itself from 17, but that didn't work. This is my, well, that's Walker Farm pool. I got a Barbie there. I got the dolphin as a display. Those trees, I think they're not the ones, are they? I don't think they're the original ones. I think they're the ones I had to put in myself. Clothesline, of course. The kids swing. The cubby house. The trampoline. I haven't got a dog. Normally Stuart's on here. The truck's parked a bit crooked, isn't it? And tied up the front yard a bit. I've got this wagon here on the original map. That was right here, and the little well, wishing well, whatever you want to call it, was right there. Yeah. So I put my pellet seed point here, but you can sell directly from your truck into here. Like I just said before, I got a man truck and that I inside the sheds that I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, you dump the pellets straight into here. You can dump them into your silo and store them. That sale, put down sale point thing that you get doesn't work with the pellets. Pellets, I keep saying pallets. This thing here is my feeder wagon. Like I said, that the other ones that Lizard brought out, the same design actually as this, except they were more higher on the sides for carting the foliage and that, but it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me. It's too small. That's small. This is the one they had to update the silo on that for. Takes everything. I mean everything. Liquid fertilizer and everything else now. It takes everything, but always has been a good one. But these pellets and that there that I unloaded at Cedar before I took it back for the sugar cane. That's just the fertilizer from there. My beautiful girls, here they are in all their glory. Drought master, I'm calling them. Was the colour. Yeah, the AI van's got to come in later and do their job. See, there's the internal that you can't get into. Beautiful solo, isn't it? See, unload point there. Clean out valve at the bottom. What did I cover? That there, water tank, yeah. Kept all the treeing, as many trees as I could and bushes in, as you can tell. I want to keep the yard apart from taking all the houses and that. Now this here, put this grapevine in the other day, right? Put the manure in the water and that sort of thing. Beautiful big grapes, and they've got a map out at the moment. It's got a perfect vineyard, but I like them like this. So once that thing dies, I'm going to keep it like that. I'm just going to leave it like that. It looks good like that. This is the dam I put in. Like I said, they're way too sharp. I've got to flatten them out. Put a few trees around, a windmill. That's a stovey pole, isn't it? Yeah, stovey pole. No, it's a tree. I was going to put a stovey pole there, but I don't know why. So it has some water in the bottom. There's actually water in there. But you can't zoom in enough. It's below the ground, see? And put a bit of, grass intrusion, a bit of rough gravel. Just textured it. So you got rough gravel, rock and that. I'm not a map builder, but I used to build like train models and stuff when I was a kid. And then I started got HO stuff and started doing that. But then I started getting just the thing of making farms. I've shown you all the small little HO scale stuff and making up little farms. And I had boards made up with all the miniature cars and it on it. And of course the greenhouse and hothouses and that. So there you go, that's the farm. That's how I built it. It's just like modern farm basically. To go along with the business, and it's cattle. That's the only cattle I've got. I've got another one that's a feedlot that I'm building. That I was going to have cattle and grain. I was going to call that one. And then what it is just everything's wheat. It's a wheat belt, not corn belt, and it's going to be. Was I going to make a corn belt? I can't remember. I haven't laid it down yet because I've got seasons on it and that, so I haven't planted anything yet. I'm just still placing everything, but it's all feedlot basically. It's got over here. I've got a 4 or 5 going from the edge of the actual property here, not with the extra bit, all the way down to here. I think there's 5 of those paddocks with overhead feeders, like covered feeders, and that in there that I put in there. See, I widen this out to go along with the power station. So normally the map's back here, somewhere, here. So I just widened it out. Should be with the power station in line, tweaking up to the corner. Took the tanks in it out where those 2 sheds in it are there. You can see a bit of a roundabout there. And across the top of here, because it normally comes around here and down, as you can see the grass line comes right down to here and along here normally. So I put all that in here just to square it up for the AI. AI don't like curved paddocks. So yeah, just put all this belt in here. You can see I mucked up there, but left it there. I'm only human. I am a robot. Yeah, but I like this vineyard thing around the dam here. Looks good. Bit of a windmill, something simple, tidies up the place. Or make, there was all just flat grass and that there. It didn't look good. But yeah, the first, this is my second attempt, because I made a pit. I made a square pit like this over by the power station where I had a cattle yard and that set up for a slurry type pit. And then I'll put this in, put the small water platform in it. But yeah, if you had unlimited things, man, I could make a map look good. I can make this map here. See, Map is Paradise made this magic map. This is the magic thing. Man, this is the map. for me, like let's say Lone Oak was the go-to American map, but in real sense, this is my go-to American map, especially when you can take everything off and just do your own. Left that platform in 19. 17, it was just, that's the maps you got, and that was the ones you ran. Like, I'm glad that they kept Lone Oak the way it was, and Oxford David kept Oakville Farm the way it was, generic, so you can't take everything off it and that sort of thing. But because I still play those maps now, they were the first ones I did on here actually. If you check my channel, Oakville Farm sort of didn't get a big look in because I've hammered that on 17. That was my British map basically. Now we've got a few more British maps than that, which is alright, but you know, this thing here, as you can see if you check out my channel, I've done a few of these builds so far, and we've just gone over time, haven't we? Yep. Alright, so that's the map. This is Canaan cattle. I'll be playing this one out. Doing the crops, we'll be ploughing it all up on that scene. On one of the maps I did, I think it's just basically Walker Farm with the old man's place and that taken off of it. Nick in that place is still there. Oh no, his brother's place. No, the blue one's gone anyway, and the creamy one's there. And I put a few implements, sheds and that on it, and that's going to be the feedlot one. And it's got the buds in it as well. They're for Series 4, not the big 747. 747's in the shed, but like in the workshop and everything's still there. But yeah, it's in the shed. The big old girl's just in there for repairs, and she's going to stay in there. But I've got a couple of Series 4 to run they're doing the ploughing and all the rest of that work. So there we are. That's it. As you can tell, this thing's got a few more strips to do on this paddock to fill those two silos up the back there, and then we'll be coming through and putting a different crop in here, and I'll show you how to do that next time with Great Plains cedar. So the seed only one, because what happens is it'll go through here, but it won't cut up all the. Well, actually, I have to plough this first. I'll come through with a little case plough and do that. Now I'll get rid of all the texture and that, plough it all in, and then I'll come through because all the worms are all retreating into here at the moment. The strip farming, they're still getting exposed. See all the cobs? Yep, Stone Valley's going to have all that. So it's going to make that map even better. All it needs to do is not have a sheep farm and have a goat farm on it instead of sheep. And ducks, the geese one from PC, text needs to be instead of chickens, and it'll be the ultimate 19 map. It'll be the ultimate 19 map, big like this, broad acre stuff, heaps of farms on it, great cattle farm, can't wait to use that. The pig farm is beautiful, classic, like round barn type thing, which I had all the Westbridge ones on one of my maps here, John Deere map. Anyway, that's it. I was rambling away. So, goodbye everybody. Have a good one. If you can't be good at it. And bye for now. Bye. Hooroo.